Hey, how's it going, everybody? I just wanted to take the time to give you guys some really good information. My name is Christopher Hall. I'm the owner of Empire Client Generator, and I have been getting a vast amount of emails about GDPR, and I want to make sure that you guys get the real information right here and understand a little bit of what GDPR is about. What we do here at Empire Client Generator, we work with service-based businesses and we help them to grow massively successful in the marketplace by getting them in front of their target clients and helping them to grow massive very fast. Okay, so we use predictable processes to do what we do here. And I'm sure you can understand how I woke up this morning with lots of emails and everybody's wondering about how is this going to affect their business. So I wanted to give you guys all this information that I've been actually following this since the breaking point of it of May 25th, 2018. Okay. So let's kind of talk about this. Okay. The General Data Protection Regulation. Okay. This is something that I believe is very, very good. Yes, I do. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, what do you mean good? But the thing is, it's very good. To give you a little bit of background by myself, before my business, I worked with the government in IT security. So I digested regulations all the time, and I apply these regulations to these government systems to ensure that they are above board and that they are secure and they're out there doing what they're supposed to do to protect us. Okay. So understanding this regulation was really easy for myself, but I can understand how people are looking at this document like, oh my gosh, there's hundreds and hundreds of pages and trying to digest this. And trying to understand how this would affect their business. Now, there's a lot of lawyer mumbo lingo in it and stuff like that. And sometimes it goes out into the weeds a little bit, but I wanted to kind of give you guys simple, clear answers so that you can kind of understand how this can apply, how this can affect affect your business. Now, the simple answer to this, how does it affect your business? It affects everything. Okay. Now, as a marketer, it affects your landing pages, it affects your lead magnets to help your conversions, you know what I'm saying? All those different things. We use all the different external tools and everything is effective. Okay. So basically the real question is, how do you become compliant? Do you need more pop-ups, or do you need double your opt-ins, or, are you allowed to even send email to people? Well, here's the thing. What exactly is GDPR? Well, GDPR protects all individuals within the combined European Union and European economic areas. So the thing is that this is all about protecting the data, folks, okay? Privacy and protection. That's all, okay? So the thing about it is that when this went into law, May 25th, they were just trying to make sure that the way a person's data is extracted from the EU, okay, is protected and how it's being used. Now, the thing about it is that if anyone who does business with even one EU citizen, they're subject to this regulation. So it doesn't matter if you're like, oh, I'm out the way, I'm not there. Well, if you possibly do business with one person, it's better for you to make sure that you're taken care of, okay, and above board. Now, this is really simple, guys. We're just asking for permission. There's nothing wrong with that. People have been doing things the wrong way for so long, where I think that we just been kind of running amok versus asking permission. Here at Empire, anytime we do any type of marketing, we're always asking for permission from all of our people, all of our prospects or things like that. We don't want to, I've been on the other end of the stick of getting all these emails out the blue and being like, where all this stuff came from. And that's ridiculous. So, I don't personally think that this is going to be the biggest burden on people. I think, like I said, it's all about asking for permissions. Now, I do see that there's going to be some annoyance in this a little bit because, as you see, people are asking, oh, hey, we're tracking your cookies. Hey, we're tracking your cookies. And I think we've always known that they've done that, but they just never really said, hey, we are tracking your cookies. Okay. So, the intentions are good, obviously, but I just think the way they're implementing is a little poor. Now, look, the breakdown about personal data. Now, what is personal data? Okay, personal data is is easy for a lot of us to understand, but I'm going to kind of give you guys some examples just to make sure that we're all in the same playing field before we dive deeper. Okay, so your legal name, okay, your email address, your birthday, your IP address, your religious preference, your economic background, your sexual orientation, your health records, your any criminal records, any political affiliation, any health information, your online identifiers, all those things are personal information, guys. So if you even get one of those things, you are subject to the regulation. Okay, so you have to have people's consent. Okay, there are no more these days of like sharing information of third party people. That's just not going to fly. So basically, the consent is just really all about understanding and being very clear. Okay, of what you're doing with someone's information. Okay, making sure that there's a clear and exact understanding of how you're collecting it and where you're going to use it. Okay, just be upfront. Okay, you got to have people consent. People have to agree. Okay, now here's what you can't do. All right, so a lot of times people like bundle content together. They bundle consent. They try to do like different things like this. Hey, I have a PDF. Download this PDF, and all of a sudden, boom, you're on my email list. You can't do that no more. That just won't happen. They offer up these third party consents, right? Like, oh well, would you like to receive information from this company? Third party retailers. That will not happen no more. Now, it can happen if you tell them exactly who that is and have a separate checkbox for them, and they have to manually check it. It can't be pre-checked, okay? It's another thing. Like I said, going back in, here's my next point. Pre-checked. You can't have any pre-checked checkboxes for consent or sign-up boxes. No more of that. It has to be manually checked by the actual user themselves, okay? What's another thing? Oh, this is big. Now, I know that I've gotten calls about this. Sending someone an email that you worked with previously, okay, in business, even if they're like talking you up and they're saying, "Oh yeah, go ahead, yeah, send me an email." If they don't consent of it, okay, as in you worked with them in the past, and that hey, I can send them an email, but you probably haven't talked to them and all that stuff, or they, even though they said email, maybe a year ago, you could send them an email whenever. You want to make sure that you have this stuff in writing, folks. Okay, this fine is just too big. Now, what about opt-outs? Now, opt-outs are big. Now, opt-outs, we've all been there. It's hard to opt out of something, right? Well, now it has to be clearly defined on how to opt out. You have to make it it's easy for you to opt in. It has to be just as easy for you to opt out. If somebody wants to get out of your email list, guys, just let them out. There's no point to sit here and make them jump through hoops, okay? If somebody does want to opt out, of your system, you have within 30 days. Okay, you have 30 days to get them out of your email list. And on top of that, check this out. This means you have to scrub your entire system of all their information you've collected. And on top of that, if you are sharing this information to third-party companies, they have to do the same thing too. All right, so here's a cool thing, guys, for you to kind of understand. What's the difference between a data controller and a data processor? A data controller is the person that controls the information, okay, the data, the person, how they store it, how they store that personal data. Now, the data processor is a person that is an entity that processes the data on behalf of the data controller, okay, but you're not exercising responsibility or control over it, though. Okay, so your hands are off. Now, here's something that you probably want to take note of. You can become both if you have an email list and you're running Facebook ads. The example is I'm running Facebook ads and I'm going to use my email list to do that. Well, now I've just became the data controller and a data processor. And every person on that list has to consent that I can send them an email, okay? Okay, based off of this regulation, this is what you need to do. Again, guys, I'm not a lawyer, but like I said, I'm utilizing my previous experience so that I'm helping you guys to kind of understand what this is saying. Now, the thing about it, guys, this is not that big of a deal. Now, will I get fined and will you get fined and stuff like that? There's a possibility that can happen. I'm not sure how they're tracking it, but hey, $24 million is a lot of money to be fined for a document that you could have just followed, So it's not, I just feel like, is it really worth it? I don't know. It all depends. But the thing about it, guys, change your mindset. It's okay. Because the thing about it, it makes everybody on an even playing field because everybody has to do it. And on top of that, it makes your email list, the actual list that you build, it will be so much more effective. It will be people that are actually interested in your products and actually want to make a decision. That is so key. Now, again, hence the reason why we're getting so many emails right now is because this has happened. And now everybody wants to make sure, hey, do you want to be on this email list? Because if you don't, you can opt out. No one wants to get themselves in trouble. No one wants to get themselves in hot water. But like I said, again, it's all about getting yourself a good, clear, defined list of individuals. That's what we focus on here at Empire. We focus on getting you a list of people, or we get or getting you in front of a massive amount of people that are actually truly wanting your help. They are reaching out for you. And that is what's important. This almost is like we've already been doing this for so long. It really didn't come of any surprise for us. So the takeaways, guys, okay? GDPR applies to all data, even if it's obtained prior to May 25th, okay? I don't care if you had it for like 10 years. It still applies, guys, okay? Now, consent needs to be very clear and concise. Don't beat around the bush, okay? If you want to market 3 different types of things to people, like their email list, discount codes, and maybe, giving them third-party, giving it to a third-party company, have 3 different check boxes, not pre-selected. Let the user check what they would like you to reach out to them for, okay? If somebody wants to get off your email list, take them off your list. Don't make them jump through hoops. Don't do it, okay? Don't make it difficult. And when it comes to business, it doesn't matter if your business is based in the EU, the rules still apply, okay? I hope that this information was very valuable for you. I hope that this is something that you can start applying to your business. Again, we here at Empire Client Generator are all about giving you guys good information so you can be successful in the marketplace and capitalize on it. Anyways, go out there, guys. Have an amazing day, amazing night, amazing year, and crush it.